Freebird time. Get your fucking conspiracy hats out.
Yeah, tinfoil hats.
Welcome.
On the ready.
Yeah, dude. Don't tell your mom you took the tinfoil because it's kind of expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, geez Louise, the brownie's got to suffer.
Yeah.
Listen, we do this on Patreon because this is like, this is a private skiff.
Yeah.
Okay, secure information only here.
Yeah.
So you have to pay to get this.
Yeah, no, we can't have this like leaking out. Who
Yeah.
knows what will happen if the general
Yeah.
public knows.
It'll influence the 2024 election.
The
Dude.
CIA and the FBI can't find us on Patreon.
No.
We're already really hot on the election influence, so it's like we need to calm down and be very careful with our moves.
Yeah.
You know?
dude.
I think Hillary said, let's skippable to the polls. I think that's what she
Yeah,
said.
right. Yeah, I just saw that. It's fucked up, dude.
Skippable to the polls. Yeah, so we're talking some very, very deep music conspiracy today on this Patreon
Yeah,
episode.
dude.
Yeah, it's like a deep. I didn't realize how many years it spanned, but people have been conspiring against Jim Morrison's death since it happened.
He didn't die, dude.
Yeah, no, since the very beginning. I didn't know
die.
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Stay
dude.
woke.
So it's like, I guess it's a conspiracy that's big, but it's within another bigger conspiracy.
Yeah, so
Because there's that bigger whole Laurel Canyon
oh, I don't know.
conspiracy.
Yeah.
Because he's part of the Laurel Canyon, like supposedly all the Laurel Canyon artists. Well, let's hold on. This
What are we talking
episode,
about?
This
What are we talking
episode
about?
is about what, Josh?
Okay, so we are going to be diving deep into the conspiracy online that Jim Morrison never died and he slowly but surely became Rush Limbaugh.
Yeah, he
Yes.
faked his death, came back as Rush, as the shock jock.
Yeah, right-wing commentarian,
Yeah.
shit thrower,
Yeah,
bad boy of news
Mudslinger
radio.
professional.
yeah,
Dude.
And
And
then
may he rest in peace now.
Says in peace.
Don't-
says.
don't-
Yeah.
don't
Don't pray
don't
on it.
forget.
This is a Limbaugh house. Not be disrespected here, dude.
We were currently under a flag of "Don't Tread on Me." Flying
Yeah, that's right.
outside.
Yeah,
Oh, well, my dad
exactly.
took it down because it
Yeah,
got
he did take it
tattered,
down.
dude.
Yeah.
It's poor quality.
Well, good. All right,
Chinese
that's the only way
video.
it's getting taken down. But so the conspiracy has always been around that Jim Morrison never died, and I took a little bit of notes. Let's do a brief history. So he died on July 3rd, 71.
Right.
And he was living in Paris with his girlfriend. Supposedly he dies, and word gets back to the band, and already amongst the band, they're thinking like, oh, this is the Mr. Mojo Rising moment. You know, like he had talked about like, oh, I'm going to fake my death like in passing, and I'm going to contact you as Mr. Mojo Rising.
Oh, shit.
Which is Jim Morrison mixed
Like
up.
anagram?
Anagram. There we
it's
go.
like
That's
the Tom Riddle, I am Lord Voldemort type
yeah,
shit, dude.
exactly. So
Wow.
he had
Is
talked
this
about
Harry
that in
Potter.
passing.
Yeah, of course, dude.
And so nobody
This is
believed
lore.
Nobody believed it because Morrison was recently convicted of indecent exposure.
Oh, yeah.
in Miami, and was facing like hella legal charges.
Pulled
and
his cock out. Allegedly pulled his cock out.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, who pulled it out?
To a consenting
Who did
fan.
it?
Who did it? That's the other conspiracy.
Yeah,
Sorry.
but
If he did show his hog, that's a whole nother like conspiracy. Like, and I think he actually got pardoned for it
what?
posthumously in
And-
like
oh,
the
okay.
2010s.
Right.
They pardoned him. They're like, you know what? We didn't. There's no video, so we can't say he did it. So
That's such
you know,
a wild use
You're
of
all good, Jim.
time.
That
Yeah.
shit
Come on,
wasn't that
guys.
impressive. So that's cool.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
get a little micro. That's
We'll
what it was.
pass.
He wasn't pulling, but so he's living in Paris, and people speculate that I guess he always romanticized Paris, and he like wanted to be buried in the same graveyard as Edith Piaf, which he was.
Oh.
Only a few days after his death, and where
He was.
Yeah, exactly. And so the big thing that people are fucked up over is their manager, Bill Siddons, goes to identify the body, and he doesn't. And the funeral happens a few days later. But to me, he was living with his girlfriend, and the word comes from the girlfriend that like he's dead and all this stuff. But Bill Siddons never clinically identifying the body or whatever. People chop that up to, oh, he was in on it and all this stuff. But there's a whole other side of the conspiracy where people are saying that the laws in Paris aren't as like to the book at the time of
Right.
like you don't need
An autopsy.
an autopsy, you don't need an identification, you don't need all that stuff. So Jim knew this, quote unquote, knew this, faked his death in Paris on purpose, quote unquote, you know, in order to like do this whole charade.
I see.
But like to me, like I could totally see like, dude, you know, he was 27, right?
27 club.
Yeah, he was 27.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Bill Siddons, I totally understand if he was like overcome, you know what I mean? Like not like doing that just because he's like in a fit of grief. Like there goes his paycheck.
Yeah, I'm not seeing that body.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. So that explains why people think he faked his own death. Where Rush Limbaugh is, and this is like, dude, I had to fucking go InfoWars like full tinfoil hat because Leon sent us a
Oh my god.
Leon sent us a documentary with a very clear cut how Jim Morrison became Rush Limbaugh. YouTube doc.
Clear cut is the like last thing I would say about that.
Hold up,
documentary,
the
dude.
title was literally how it happened.
Hold up. It's a little big brain for you guys. Maybe you guys can accept
That's what
it.
that's what it is.
It was Grand Scope. This whole thing was Grand Scope.
I understood every single thing.
Leon
Yeah,
understood
you've
it.
been pretty quiet. You're just kind of like nodding to me in like agreement.
He's
to my
laughing in
facts.
his head about how
wrong
he's
you are.
going to school us. In the,
Wrong.
How you got the red hair? You're going the wrong way, dude.
So Leon sent us his fucking schizophrenic video documentary, and I had to like piece together all the cue clues that were hidden inside of it. So what I've basically seen online as far as Jim Morrison becoming Rush Limbaugh, it's because Jim Morrison's dad was a prominent naval lieutenant or commander or something.
Yeah,
like that,
he,
on
the what's it called, the
Gulf of Tonkin,
Yeah, the
Gulf
Gulf
of
of Tonkin
Tonkin,
incident. So he's
exactly.
one of the big pushers of that.
which like incited our involvement in the Vietnam War. I think
Yeah.
is kind of
Right.
what the
Exactly.
history says.
So they're saying he he fakes his death to get back into the conservative side of himself, because at this time Jim Morrison, I guess, was telling people that his parents were dead. That was that's what he was telling people.
Hold on. So also the same day that of his death was also the same day that his father decommissioned.
The USS Bonhomme Richard.
Yeah.
Okay.
So mission was over.
Yeah.
His mission was over.
Yeah. So it's like
Mission being his son.
You-
Whatever.
You think
Whatever
it was
that is, because I mean that was the
assassination?
whole part of the whole what's it called, the Laurel Canyon people. That's all. Every one of those, like the dudes from the Birds, the dudes. So the mamas and the papas, they all have connections to like government or military, like their parents.
Whoa.
Yeah. Like Nepo babies, but instead of being like, my daddy's rich, it was like, my daddy's in the CIA.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the same
yeah.
thing with the
Free LSD.
Manson.
Okay.
So that kind of thing, like they say that that these people like programmed or like their kids were in on the situation where they infiltrated the hippie movement, and they actually were the ones that created the hippie movement, and as a way to like be kind of like create a conservative backlash to it.
Wow, in order to like fuel all of that.
The return, yeah.
Oh yeah.
That is insane.
Yeah.
So the deepest of fakes, the longest of cons.
Theoretically, CIA, FBI, for listening to this.
If you're listening to this, thank you for subscribing to our Patreon.
Yeah,
Thank
wow.
you so
Hey,
much.
you got in.
Wow.
Thank you.
Dude, they get it for
$2.
free. They don't pay.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's a promo
unfair,
code we sent to
dude.
them.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, there's our charity that we do. So we get all of our free stuff.
CIA.
To
With
cause
edible
us,
arrangements,
yeah.
we send it, dude.
With the edible, yeah, Christmas.
arrangement.
Thank you for all you do.
And
But
promo code.
That's insane. So people think that, you know, he goes off and maybe serves in Vietnam, and maybe he immediately sort of like undergoes, because they're saying that he had facial reconstruction. And
well, the time of Jim's death, he was pretty big.
Oh, I'm talking about back to the Rush Limbaugh, like how Jim goes like, presumably he's dead, and goes deep fake into whatever
The full
conservative
transformation.
Well, yeah.
And then within the transformation, they're saying like facial reconstruction, and like, I gotta say the funnest part of the video that we watched was where they were laying Jim
the
Morrison's
images over,
face
yeah.
over Rush Limbaugh.
Well, no, because also in the movie they
So
show
good.
so Jim Morrison dies. What year does he die?
71.
74. Rush Limbaugh shows up, right? Is that what it was? 74, I believe. That's what it says. Shows up as in like Cleveland,
Oh, wow.
as like a radio jockey.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when he starts his career. Starts literally a couple years after this guy's death.
That's wild.
So I mean, by the time of Jim Morrison's death, he was already kind of big. Like he didn't look like the Lizard King fitting leather pants.
No.
Right.
So he's already like getting at that point just what came back and was like cut a haircut, got a shave, you know,
a little nose job, and
towards
chilling.
the end of the Doors, he was like famously like much larger than
he was in his like Elvis era. Yeah, totally.
Exactly.
Damn, hitting your Elvis era at 27, that's fucking fire. Dude.
That's
well, dude, okay, side conspiracy, of course, we got to talk about the 27 Club, right?
Right.
He died at 27, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, even his girlfriend that found him dead died 2 years later of a heroin overdose.
Whoa.
27, dude. So it's not just famous people, but like the entire thing of like people dying at 27 is peppered throughout history, and it happens to be a lot of like famous people in this era died at 27. I think one of the people from the Mamas and the Papas died. Mama Cass maybe died at 27.
Right.
Yeah.
So please, if you're 27 right now, be careful.
It's
Check
like
yourself.
Final
Please.
destination for you guys.
Please. Stay indoors. We beg you. But so then that's pretty much all that I could find because it was all diving through the forums and shit.
Because once he assumes Rush's like identity, it's full conservative radio
Rush.
host. There's no more Light My Fire, no
more
more
Mr.
Breaking
Mojo.
Through. Mr. Mojo Rising Rose, and he's out and he's about, and there's no more Jim. Jim is dead.
Lizard King is gone.
There's
TKO.
While I was researching stuff, I also found like this video where people were saying that Jim Morrison faked his own death and then completely separate moves back to New York and like just has become this like hippie like homeless like musical guy. And they're like, we have footage of him. I wish I saved that video, but it's just pretty much this guy like doing like really fucked up who's your guy, the nasty poem guy?
Who's your guy, dog?
Andrew Dice Clay.
Yeah, it's just like this homeless dude doing like gross Andrew Dice Clay like poems, and they're like, could this be Jim Morrison?
Is that Jim?
Yeah, it's so rough, dude. So
maybe.
I mean, I can totally also see like if Jim Morrison's dad saw him as a hippie figure, just fucking pull the plug.
Yeah,
we got shit to do.
I'm gonna kill my own son.
You know, the greater good. I can see that too.
I think he went to military school like his whole life.
Yeah, he was a what do you call it? Like he used to live on bases and stuff. He was like an army brat.
No, I think he went to like military like academies and stuff like that. Like boarding school.
Boarding school. Oh no, he went to high school. He went to like high school here in like California and in Miami and stuff.
So he's from Arizona. He moved from Arizona.
He grew up, but he moved all over. He also I think went to like high school here, or no, he went to college here at UCLA.
Right, that's the whole thing. Film school.
Yeah. So
then now he becomes Rush, and just ascends the social ladder the way Rush Limbaugh did.
The charisma that the Lizard King had transcends into conservative media, and instead of pulling his cock out or whatever, like he pulled out his proverbial cock and just like really slammed it on the table. This dude, like if you ever watch like old Rush Limbaugh, like he is what modern day Republicans are. Like he's the prototype for like the like more personality based like fuck you, you're a dumb liberal type thing.
Yeah.
Like that was his whole steez, and I think that like a lot of people just kind of steal his shit.
The famous Rush Limbaugh like pose I was seeing online is him with his pocket or his hand in his pocket with a cigar.
Ooh.
Just straight up looking like the Monopoly.
Yeah.
Like, not the Monopoly.
He got a medal of recognition from Trump, didn't he?
Trump,
Yeah, he
exactly.
did.
Before he died,
Yeah. I came across that video on YouTube, and it said, tissues, please. President Trump surprises Rush Limbaugh with like whatever the fuck award.
Oh yeah, and
The comment section on that must have been great.
Yeah, thank God. So, anyways, I'm full tinfoil hat at this point, deep in my fucking research. This is blowing my goddamn mind. I can't believe Jim Morrison is Rush Limbaugh.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe it. I was like, oh my God, Sarah, wake up.
Yeah.
Are you seeing this? She's like, I have work. I'm like, you don't understand. This is my work.
Yeah.
So
Listen to me.
Yeah, listen to me, please. Can I come back in? But so I start searching. I'm like, okay, the evidence is clear to me. The pieces have fallen into place.
Yeah.
Now let's see if I could catch one with Rush Limbaugh slipping. Let's see if I can catch a clip of Rush Limbaugh on YouTube singing.
Yes.
And see what that sounds like. What does Rush Limbaugh's voice singing or sound like? You know?
Yeah, totally.
So I'm like looking through, dude. I'm looking through clips. I'm looking through like interviews, just like, you know, maybe he was just joking around and singing. You know, I like went to bat for this conspiracy. You
found one. Rest in peace to your algorithm, dude. That's fucked up.
I not only found a clip of Rush Limbaugh singing, I found a clip of Rush Limbaugh singing The Doors.
Oh shit.
Singing The End by The Doors.
Oh my god.
So quick second.
Yeah.
You know, the funniest thing of this is like, Josh, I feel like I sent him down a deep hole. Mm-hmm. I literally did like 10 minutes of research into this.
I mean, yeah. The video that we watched, the documentary that we're sparing you, is
that's all I needed.
Unbelievable, right?
Dude, The Simpsons.
The kids. Sorry.
Go on.
There's like we'll talk about the Simpsons portion of what's going on in this, but
Wondering, where's the teacher?
How about euthanasia update?
Limbaugh Chronicles.
New update, ladies and gentlemen,
Is that a
inaugurated
sampler?
today on the EIB network.
soundboard like
Okay, yeah.
This is our
the end.
euthanasia update.
Beautiful friend. This is the end. My own.
He sounds like he knows the song.
The end. I'll never.
This will be a short one, so be ready on the close.
He forgot who he was for a second.
Again. This is the end.
Holy shit.
Our euthanasia update, ladies and gentlemen, will chronicle all.
I mean,
Euthanasia
that's
update.
a little eerie, you know. Maybe, and I can argue that maybe he went off with the do just to throw people off.
No,
You
I
know,
mean,
I want to sing a little bit, but not give him away. You know, give myself away.
that was spot on. That was alternate
dude.
take Jim Morrison, and that was him.
It's him,
he was
dude.
back.
Yeah. So I don't know, guys. I decide for yourself, but I know what I decided,
That
and it's him.
that nailed it for me.
That's
That's
him.
him.
That right there put the nail in the coffin for me.
Yep. Yeah. So
Great research, man.
yeah,
Incredible
I
research.
had to do it. So that's for you. That's for everyone out
I
there.
kind of love doing this, and I'm just gonna throw these conspiracies at Josh.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
Let him
love
run
to
with it, dude.
research. Don't tempt me to research. I will do it.
He has a beautiful voice. I think that's something that he didn't really show off much in his
Right.
in his like radio stuff. He was kind of screaming the whole time.
Yeah.
well, yeah. And there's also that whole thing. I don't know, in that documentary that you guys are fucking slandering, but they talk about one of his friends from like school, like UCLA. Like he started UCLA, came back, and all of a sudden was like into music and like
Right.
shit like
That's
that.
what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He wasn't
Uh-huh.
into this shit before. Like all of a sudden, like over summer, like in like a brief period of time.
He came back like
He was into
uh,
music
got his
and
mission.
poetry.
Yeah, it's
He's
like
got his
when
mission.
over the summer break when like someone goes to like San Francisco and then they came back.
Oh.
you know what I
They're wearing
mean?
scarves now.
Exactly. Yeah.
They used to call this thing. I remember this thing had happened. You'd see it I went to school in San Francisco, but the whole first semester,
call
like
you out like
a bunch of like people and girls and like people who went to like Orange County. There's a big Orange County population. Just doing the normal Orange County shit, you know, just wearing flip flops and
Oh
shorts.
right. Yeah.
Dude, after winter break, so many Doc Martens.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
There we
Stomping
go. There we
around.
go.
Oh yeah.
So many Doc Martens stomping around. So much more black hair. The blondes are black.
Yeah.
pretty
Exactly.
Interesting.
And it's so like I think the idea of a rock star has a lot of like power within people of this like iconic like platform to be like, I'm this person. I'm not Josh Lopez. I'm Mr. Mojo Rising.
I'm
And
Mr. Mojo.
And think
You know
about
what I
this. This is in the 60s. You can get away. You have no social media or anything. You can
Yeah.
just reinvent yourself as a whole ass new person.
The other thing too I was wondering was, you know, Mr. Mojo Rising is such a predominant, like, you know, they scattered it throughout. What song is that? I don't know, but it's like a Doors.
LA Woman?
LA
Yeah, LA
Woman,
Woman.
yeah.
That's right.
Bro.
Sorry,
Banger.
my bad.
Bing, bing, bing,
But when it ultimately comes down to it, he changed his name to Rush Limbaugh, And I'm willing to bet that Mr. Mojo Rising went out the window because of famous time traveler Austin Powers.
Oh, the Mojo,
Because
dude.
he is Mr. Mojo, you know? And I think
Yeah, dude.
that's like probably why they decided with Rush.
Can't do it. All right, Rush Limbaugh. I mean, of course, people are going to say, but Josh, Leon, Gio, Rush has a different birth date, right?
Easy.
Come on.
Born in a different state. Oh, sure. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
You-
whatever.
You got us.
Okay,
yeah.
so you have baby pictures of Rush and his
Right.
like family.
Bro, I've
So
photo
what?
Yeah, no way.
I photocopied my checks and changed the numbers for apartment
Yeah.
rentals. Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't make rent.
I make a lot of money.
Think
Look at the money I make.
CIA can
Give
do
me apartment.
crazier things than that. So
So it's you could falsify
Allegedly,
documents.
allegedly,
You can
allegedly,
falsify
of course,
allegedly,
yeah.
allegedly.
that's a joke.
So
I believe it.
I think the evidence is
believe
there.
that there's unexplainable things in the world, and music is not something that is like written in stone, right? Elvis, Tupac, where are they?
Yeah, seriously.
Where the fuck are they?
Bermuda Triangle, baby.
Somewhere.
Where's
Yes.
XXX, dude?
Where's yes?
Where's XXX?
Yes.
Where's
This whole
Elvis?
new generation of people that have passed away. I haven't really seen many conspiracies that they're like still alive.
Like Icarus, dude. You fly too close to the sun, man.
mm-hmm.
They get-
They
you get
bring you
got.
down.
burn out too fucking fast.
Yeah, dude.
So,
So there's more conspiracies we're gonna deep dive into.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like this. We definitely got to come back to this conspiracy theory segment.
We won't stop until Josh has to get to like forced counseling.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like
I can't wait.
intervention.
I can't wait to talk about Angel of Death.
Yeah.
Johnny
Oh
Depp.
shit. Okay.
Angel of Death, Johnny Depp, dude. He killed River Phoenix, dude.
Oh my God!
Fuck.
Yeah, at the Viper Club. Oh
Well,
yeah.
It's gonna go. We're gonna
Yes. Get ready for that, and also don't tell anybody about this information
go off. Yes,
that you don't trust. You have to trust them. Know that they're not a narc because
I promise they won't tell. Make
you
them
might get
promise.
got, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Listening to this could be it for you.
We're
okay?
safe because CIA gets the edible arrangements. They're
Yeah,
kind of cool with
they
us.
love
you know?
edible
But
arrangements.
and they know you have to pay. So
Even though you're older than 27, they can still get you.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's true.
exactly. Yeah,
That's true. 27 is a state of mind.
That's what I keep telling myself too. Yeah.
I'm almost there.
All right. So I
think that's
think we
great.
did it for this episode, guys.
Yeah,
Thank you
watch-
so much for listening.
Watch your backs,
Thank you for
Yeah.
subscribing.
and we'll see you next week.
Peace.
Bye.
Tallulah.
Bye.